I'm sorry. Did you say massive black hole?
Few spacers have seen the long shadow and survived. They describe it as a vast darkness, slowly consuming the galaxy. I will give you the coordinates to the derelict vessel. You'll fly into the long shadow and board it. Retrieve the vessel's reliquary and bring it here. Risha will take a single item. The rest is yours.
Tell me about this single item Risha gets.
A simple piece of ornamentation. It has no value to you. My daughter will stay here. I have things to tell her, and my time grows short.
Be careful out there. I've gotten used to seeing you.
I'll always come back for you, Risha.
The derelict vessel is at these coordinates. Go now.
Warning. Hull integrity failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon.
You said it, Bowie.
Vessel disintegration imminent. All crew advised to abandon ship.
Biological entities identified. Beginning mandatory Royal Edict playback.
I, King Eric Drayen III, find my throne under attack. Traitors aim to take what rightfully belongs to me. The wealth of Dubrillion will not fall into the hands of my enemies. Instead, I will remove it from their reach. My royal executioner droid will sabotage this vessel's hyperdrive and exterminate you, the crew, to ensure there is no rescue. You served me well in life. In death, you will serve me better. Goodbye, my subjects.
Royal Edict playback complete. Initiating execution protocols.
We're not the crew. We're, tourists.
Understood. Secondary objective. Protect treasury vessel from unauthorized access. Executing now.
Hey, Captain. Bet you're surprised to see me.
You realize you're a dead man, right?
For a worthless piece of scum, you sure are an optimist. Me, I'm more practical. See, I've always believed if you can't beat him, join him, and then beat him. So, I stowed away back on Nar Shaddaa. All I had to do was wait for you to leave and then give that idiot Corso another smack in the back of the head.
Note to self, invest in some better locks.
Oh, you won't be needing those anymore. I want to be civil about this. Sure, you've made my life miserable, but I don't hold a grudge. Really.
I've been wanting to kill you since Ord Mantell.
Captain, I've been meaning to ask. Did you happen to... when you fought Skavik, was Torchy there?
She's all yours, Corso. Use her in good health.
Oh, Torchy! It's good to have you back, girl. I'm not letting another man touch you ever again. Thank you, Captain.
Zero esu karzo, ani abilok tak afas emelkintik.
I wasn't using it anyway. Besides, our captain has returned.
You made it.
Open this thing before it's too late.
Give me the reliquary. I want to see these treasures before I die.
This box belonged to a King Eric Drayen. Relative of yours?
My grandfather. A usurper stole his throne, but he got the last laugh. Drayens always do. I'll enter the code my father taught me. And there. Such a simple act to fulfill a lifetime of effort.
Congratulations, Captain. Nock Drayen's lost fortune is yours.
With one exception. Take the crown, Risha. Claim your birthright. Restore the Drayan dynasty as rulers of Dubrillion. Wear the crown and rule that world.
Your whole crazy treasure hunt has been to get some kingdom back?
Our kingdom. And revenge on the usurpers who stole our throne.
Remember those assassins on Tatooine? They were sent by the current king of Dubrillion to end me.
What you need is a new king. And I know just the guy.
You're volunteering? I'm shocked.
This conversation is absurd. My daughter will marry a nobleman. If you're going to rule a world, Risha, you'll have to do questionable things. This is my final lesson to you. In the grand scheme of things, one spacer is meaningless. Keep the reliquary and its wealth. Kill him.
Your daughter likes me too much to kill me.
Emotions are a distraction, Risha.
Father, no. The captain is a good man. I care about him.
You, useless child, spent too many years without my guidance. You're weak, powerless. Everything I've done, the blood I've spilled, for nothing. This is not how it's supposed to end.
Dispose of my father's body as he instructed, Dr. Chayla. You are released from my family service. I'm sorry you had to see that, Captain. My father was sick.
You don't owe me any apologies.
You're a wealthy man, Captain. That reliquary holds more than just family heirlooms. Merchants will be killing each other to buy what you're selling. Not sure what I'm supposed to do now. Everyone I've met from Dubrillion has tried to kill me. I don't have an army or a star fleet. I'm supposed to take over a whole planet with just a crown.
Want a job fixing my ship while you work out the details?
Your engines probably need a good tuning after that last trip. I'll take the job. I'll make sure all the right people hear what you did today, Captain. It's the least I can do. Besides, famous starship captains attract profitable opportunities, and queens in training can never have too many credits. Let's hit the hyperlanes. Thanks for letting me stay on with your crew, Captain. I plan to be a very generous queen to all my friends.
You could be generous right now. Move into my quarters. They're cozy.
A man who describes his quarters as cozy really means he leaves dirty clothes on the floor. Every captain needs a good first mate. Corso doesn't know what it takes to run a starship, but I do. Considering the light years you've been racking up, I suggest a hyperdrive overhaul and a sublight engine tune-up. Which do you want first?
The last thing we need is to get stranded in deep space. Keep my hyperdrive hyper.
Consider it done. I'll be indispensable before you know it. Bet you were surprised to see I can hold my own in a fight. I'm pretty good with a blaster. My father taught me to shoot when I was 4 years old.
You robbed me of my big chance. Teaching a girl to shoot can be romantic, if you do it right.
And very messy if you don't. Maybe he spared you a visit to the med center. Father wanted me self-sufficient as early as possible. Said I'd need it to survive. He was right. I still remember the day he told me he was going to sleep for a while. Said I was on my own.
Nock was in that carbonite for a decade. Weren't you still counting birthdays on one hand?
I was 11. Made my first solo hyperspace jump and flew to Dantooine. Father had a hideout there. Talk about your one bantha planets. For a few years, Dantooine's population was doubled thanks to me and Father frozen in carbonite.
You talk a lot about Nock, but you've never mentioned your mother.
She died when I was young. I don't remember her. Looking back, I should have been miserable. But it was just a big adventure. Speaking of which, we're overdue for some more excitement. What do you say we get back to our latest caper?
That's far enough. One more step and the girl dies.
Oh, you're in trouble now. Told you I had powerful friends. Behind that scruffy-looking exterior lies the most dangerous man in the galaxy.
I prefer to think of myself as ruggedly handsome.
As long as you're still dangerous, why not?
I don't care who you are. You invaded the sovereign territory of House Rist and murdered its people.
Release your captive, and you can live.
I don't bargain with scum.
Congratulations, idiot. You're about to die.
Not before I end your life. Guards!
Sorry about all the nonsense before. I had to keep that flunky off guard. Nice bit of rescuing, by the way.
That flunky almost killed me.
Please, I had everything under control. Glad to see Father got my signal. Escaping by myself would have been a bother.
You gave your father quite a scare.
Not the first time. Won't be the last. Can't be helped. Here, take this. Give it to my father immediately. No time to explain, he'll understand. I'll find my own way out. My cover with Olgo may be blown, but I can still be useful inside House SWTOR.
Next time, try not to get captured.
I'd better go. That chaos you caused won't cover my escape forever.
Knock yourself out.
Funny, for a second I was afraid you'd been ordered to drag me home. Thanks again for the assist. Get that datapad to my father on the double. Lives are at stake.
See, you made it back. Andra sent me a disheartening communication. Some nonsense about spying on House SWTOR. Stubborn girl escapes one disaster and rushes off to another.
Andra said this contains vital intelligence. You should have a look.
She mentioned you were bringing a datapad. Let's see it. I recognize these coordinates. And that date. Blast Olgo. How is he always a step ahead of us?
What's happening now?
Unless you help me, House Organa's mission here is doomed. Listen carefully. An armored column is coming to reinforce our position. King Olgo has learned of our plans. He hired saboteurs to destroy the armored column before it arrives.
Tell your armored column to turn back.
I can't. They're moving through enemy territory on calm silence. By the time I can reach them, it will be too late. The saboteurs set up camp in some nearby caverns next to a bridge. They'll demolish the bridge as the armored column crosses it. We'll lose everything unless you destroy the saboteur camp immediately.
I'll do it blindfolded, just for fun.
The saboteurs will be well armed and dug in. Be careful. You saved House Organa's mission here. If I had a medal, I'd pin it right on you.
Tell you what, give me some credits and I'll buy one for both of us.
You're quite a mercenary, but I admire your results. One thing's certain. We can't afford another incident like this. It's time to implement new security protocols. If only Andra were here. Thank you again for all you've done. Goodbye.
What are you doing out here, Captain?
Chonki faguta, jiho poda ji oto vokise. Kuchusa yomata chitoya, nam kanoya choski nawi.
That could be trouble.
Chikos pa ini gudad ijigliska chanagawa. Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Che chopa kuma ni umpi but malia bedwana ni bobo.
I might be able to do something.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Oka kiza spida perupa. Kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
Us uva. Kihacha katimga kula de imabana. Kokatichoski nawi kuchusi yomata chi pompota. Chupichuta. Kasoyeli choi rato kapachuta.
Apparently I missed some important details.
Tuana uba kili wata punkidanko padoga lola. Fipanaiga twipi tai boka donko wanawanga. Tanto Suzuka neko higa, danoli.
I was afraid this would be too easy.
Mukili makolunki ne at bompa bushuda. Leyama bisu chinaga, ima chetung micha. Tuana uba kili wata pongkidanko padogalola.
You're about to see a real live hero in action.
Vazda waho taga hopi. Hopama wanska tusko uwana wa tasuki kupa.
Why help the Pantiers? They left. The minute the Republic disagreed with them, they up and seceded.
The Pantiers ruled Alderaan for the past century. If they're still alive, no one takes the throne without their blessing. Ah, I was hoping you'd make your way here. Major Crescent told me of your actions at the bridge. How long were you listening? Are you aware of the situation with House Pantier?
Former ruling family, we need their support. Anything new?
After the last Pantier Queen's death, Boris Olgo invaded, slaughtered the entire bloodline. Until a few days ago, we believed he'd wiped them out. However, we have new intelligence that some of the Pantiers survived and are in the mountains.
Does this threaten your plans on Alderaan?
The Pantiers served the Galactic Senate for centuries. Our concern is for their safety. Boris Olgo is currently massing strike teams to finish what he started.
And the Republic wants us to risk our lives to stop them.
The Republic must stand against genocide, Captain Skov. The troops I sent never returned, and our reinforcements won't be here in time.
I got a weakness for imperiled noble families. So much treasure and so few people to share it.
If the Pantiers survive, I'm certain they'll see you well rewarded. The Olgos will be staging their move into the mountains for the assault by Thrata. To track down the strike teams, look for their transports. Good luck. Thank you for taking on those strike teams. I think that's the last of them. There aren't many who'd take on such a dangerous mission on short notice. The Republic owes you, but not half as much as House Pantier.
Has Boris Olgo called off his attack?
The attack is off, for now. But no one on Alderaan is safe while Boris Olgo holds the throne. I've received word from Kate Pantier, the heir to the house. She'd like to meet with you. House Pantier's current location is well guarded and not common knowledge. But the brass is granting you temporary clearance to visit.
Is this just a friendly thank you, or is she looking for something more?
I think she hopes you're the hero Alderaan's been waiting for, to get that traitor Olgo off the throne. The Pantiers owe us, you, their lives now. It's crucial this goodwill lasts long enough to get a Republic government on the throne.
Still sucking up, even after they turn their backs on the Republic in its darkest hour.
Politicians are like planets. They orbit around whatever glows the brightest. But that's the game here. If we don't learn to win it, the Empire will. Thank you for your service.
Fipanaiga twipi tai boka donko wanawanga. Leyama bisu chinaga, ima chetung micha.
Anything wrong? Did you lose your master or something?
Hey, I'm here on my master's orders. She sent me to get help. Name C6N8. Look, I ain't got much time, so I gotta know. You interested in helping me out or what?
Most protocol droids are a little more formal in their language.
My master didn't want no prissy, namby-pamby protocol droid working for her, so she reprogrammed me. I worked for a mechanic at one of the House Organa outposts. Olgo saboteurs snuck in, planted explosives on the primary transport ship. That ship tries to take off, and we got pieces of the crew scattered all over the countryside.
What's the problem? You know the explosives are there. Just remove them.
It ain't that easy. Master found a kill trigger. One wrong move and boom! The only safe way to disarm the bombs is to get the deactivation codes from Olgo's war camps. Only they ain't handing the codes over just 'cause we asked. It's gonna get messy. That's where you come in.
Make me an offer, and I'll think about it.
You see any pockets on me? You want a reward? You talk to my master. Get the codes from the Olgo camps and bring them to the House Organa outpost. Give them to Celia Antares. Can't miss her. Prettiest gal around. And I wasn't just programmed to say so.
Celia Antares? I have the deactivation codes you need.
Yuna liska chananga wachi tospa, ini kondinga. Yuna liska chananga wachitospa, inikondinga. Tanto Suzuka neko higa, ganoli.